You think you bought a pickup truck, something tough, mechanical, built to be fixed in your own driveway. But here's the reality no one tells you. Modern pickup trucks are quietly becoming impossible to repair at home. And it's not an accident. It's by design. Because you're not buying a machine anymore. You're buying a locked system, a rolling computer that decides who's allowed to fix it. And most of the time, that's not you. A few years ago, if something broke on your truck, you grabbed your tools, watched a quick video, and fixed it yourself. Brake pads, sensors, battery, even alternators. It was simple, mechanical, predictable. Now, you open the hood, and you don't see a machine. You see a network. Sensors talking to modules, modules talking to software, software talking to the manufacturer. And the moment you try to fix one thing, everything else starts reacting. You replace a simple part, and suddenly the truck throws a warning. System error. Calibration required. Visit dealer. Not because the repair failed, but because the truck doesn't recognize what you did. That's the shift. Your truck doesn't just need to be fixed anymore. It needs permission to accept the fix. And that permission? You don't have it. Let's make this worse. Imagine your battery dies. In an older truck, you swap it out in 10 minutes. Done. In a modern truck, you install a new battery, but the system still thinks the old one is there. Charging becomes unstable. Electrical systems glitch. And unless you reset the battery management system, your simple fix turns into a hidden problem. Now you need a scan tool. Not just any tool, a manufacturer-level scanner. Thousands of dollars, or a trip to the dealership. Same thing with brakes. You used to change brake pads in your driveway. Now, electronic parking brakes lock the system. You can't even retract the caliper without putting the truck into service mode. And guess what? That mode is hidden behind software. So instead of a 1-hour job, you're stuck or forced to pay. Even headlights aren't safe anymore. A simple bulb replacement? No. Now it's a sealed LED unit. If it fails, you replace the entire assembly. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, for something that used to cost a few dollars. This isn't progress. This is control. Because every time a repair becomes more complicated, one thing happens. You lose independence, and someone else gains it. Dealerships, manufacturers, authorized service networks. They control the tools. They control the software. They control the access. And without that access, your truck slowly becomes untouchable. Not broken, just locked. And here's the part most owners don't realize until it's too late. Even if you manage to fix something, the truck can still reject it. New parts often need programming. Modules need syncing. Systems need calibration. No programming? The part doesn't work. Or worse, it works wrong. And now you're chasing problems you didn't even have before. That's the breaking point. It's not when something fails. It's when you realize you can't fix it anymore. That moment when a basic repair turns into a dealership appointment. When your tools feel useless. When your own truck starts feeling off limits. And that's exactly where the industry wants you. Because the harder it is to repair, the more dependent you become. And dependency is profitable. But here's the part they don't want you to figure out. There is a way around this. Not a perfect one, but a smart one. It's what I call the repair freedom strategy. And it's how experienced truck owners stay in control. First, you stop choosing trucks based only on looks, power, or tech. You start looking at repair accessibility. Does it allow third-party scan tools? Are parts programmable without dealer lock-in? Is there a strong aftermarket support community? Because not all modern trucks are equally locked. Some are still partially open. Second, you invest in one critical tool, a professional-grade OBD scanner, not the cheap ones. A real one that can access service modes, resets, and calibrations. It sounds expensive, but compared to one dealership visit, it pays for itself instantly. Third, you avoid overcomplicated trims. The more tech your truck has, the more systems you're fighting. Base or mid-level trims often give you something powerful, without turning every repair into a software battle. Fourth, you learn the system, not just the repair. Old mindset, fix the part. New mindset, understand the network. Because today, fixing the truck means communicating with it. And once you understand that, you're no longer locked out. You're just playing a different game. And here's the truth most people aren't ready to hear. The DIY truck owner isn't disappearing. They're evolving. The average owner feels stuck, but the smart ones? They adapt. They learn the systems. They pick the right trucks. They use the right tools. And they stay in control, while everyone else gets pushed into the dealership loop. Because this isn't just about repairs anymore. It's about ownership, real ownership. And in the next video, I'm going to show you something even more disturbing. How some trucks are starting to charge you monthly, just to use features you already paid for.